Hey, we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Imperfect
Hey.
Action Show. Today is March 24th. Yeah, it's
Yep.
March 24th. It's actually the 24th episode, which I'm excited about, which is crazy. Tomorrow will be episode number 25. And today I have a lovely guest on, Miss Danielle Washington. And we're going to be talking about how to make six figures while traveling, which I think is an incredible topic.
Yeah.
So normally in the beginning of the show, two things I say. Number one, the Imperfect Action Show is all about principle, strategy, lessons that you can get right now in real time and then implement these strategies, principles, or lessons into your life or into your business. Take that action, and see some immediate results. And then also, I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, let people know who you are. And while you're doing that, I'm going to text our community and let them know that we are live. And that's great because they can ask you questions in real time and you can answer those questions in real time.
Okay, that's awesome. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Danielle Washington. I'm originally from Nashville, Arkansas. I currently reside in Houston, Texas now. I'm a full-time travel agent, travel specialist, and I teach other people how to do it too. So I guess you can say I'm a business coach as well.
Yes, you are.
And that, yeah.
So I mean, how long have you been doing what you do, and how'd you get into it? Why don't we
So
start off like that?
So funny story. So I've always been the trip planner out of my group. Of anything I do, I just didn't know that you can get paid for it. And one day this girl hit me on Instagram. She was from New York. She was like, "Hey, like I see you like travel all over the place. Like, why don't you just get paid for it?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, just become a travel agent." And like, it never dawned on me like a travel agent. It just sounded like something old people would do, or
It does.
like
It does.
I wouldn't think like there's no really money in there until I got into the business. And so how I initially started was she showed me all these different avenues, what I really already knew, and just showed me how I can monetize off of it. And I was like, wow, like it's money in doing this. So that's kind of
Yeah.
really how I got started.
I think you're 100% correct because like when you think of the word travel agent, it sounds like an old antiquated like position. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, oh yeah, I'm a travel agent, but it sounds like old school. It kind of have like a small little stigma to it.
Yeah.
Um, but you're right. People go to different places, right, to book travel.
Mhm.
They don't really know where to go. They don't
Mhm.
know where they're gonna go to get the best deals.
Right.
They don't really go to sites that they can trust. They just go to popular sites or they just Google. They don't really have a personal touch with
Mhm.
that whole experience.
Right.
And then sometimes they like the flight doesn't happen, and then they don't have insurance, so they lose out on the money. Or if it's like a third party, fourth party, fifth party, sixth party site,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
actually doing the transaction. And if you ever need any help with your booking, it's like you
Yeah,
got to be on the phone with like all these different people that are passing you, because
exactly.
everyone's getting a small little percentage of your booking. That it just makes the whole process cumbersome. So I think it's pretty dope that you're in this space, which is
Yeah.
interesting because everyone's doing everything else that's popular for entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
but it's kind of like you're in this like almost forgotten, not an area people aren't really paying attention to.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like a blue ocean, and then you're doing something that everyone needs. Everyone tries.
Exactly. Exactly. I love doing this because everybody travels. It's not a person I pass that don't go somewhere at least one time a year. And I used to be really avid on Priceline, Expedia, like, and then being in this business, I have access to direct suppliers. So like I literally laugh at Expedia and Priceline. Like now I'm like, I can't believe I used them before thinking I was really getting a good deal when I'm getting 80% off travel, going directly to suppliers
Yeah.
because of the certification that I have. And it's just like I didn't have to take any tests or anything like that. I immediately got my certification day one. Like you just need an access code and suppliers need to see, oh, okay, she's registered.
What?
It's like a Visa card. That's like my virtual Visa card.
Yeah.
I show my little black card and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, here you go. Here's 80% off your travel. Here's 10% commission. If you bring me more people, hey, that's 10% each person you bring me.
Oh, listen, I might have to jump up in there myself.
No,
So
seriously.
no, for real, I ain't playing. Look, I smell an opportunity when I see one. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And I hope you guys are picking that up. All right, so Danielle, look, what was important that I bring you on here is
Mhm.
because I've been following you for a little bit. We've been having conversations in the DMs and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting that you can make money from booking travel
Mhm.
for yourself and other people, and then you can actually make money actually traveling, right? So it's
Mhm.
just like two sides to it. So why don't we talk about that? How can someone make six figures traveling? What does that look like?
So, with the company that I'm with, it provides all the resources, but me being business minded and utilizing those resources, I created a kind of, I guess, a 3x profit system. So you get paid before the trip, during the trip, and afterwards. So, and how you do that is just utilizing the system that I created, which is itinerary building, building out a proposal to send to people. And if they're interested, they'll pay you for their time. Like, okay, can you customize this for me? Because as we both know, time is our most valuable asset. So it's just like a lot of people don't want to spend time doing that, and that's where I come in because I have the time to do it. And then I get paid during the process, which is during the deposit transition, having a payment plan so you don't have to necessarily run your credit because I have the access and the codes to get you through that. So low deposits, and I get paid during that whole entire process. So you're still getting a deal on the trip, and I get paid in the midst of that. And then the third time is my commission, which I call it my residual income because that's when money just starts coming in out of nowhere. I'll get emails like daily or weekly, like, hey, you got a commission check coming in, like big commission check. And so that's how you can really amplify. And I also do like add-ons too. Like I provide, private transfers and stuff like that and dinner reservations. Cause again, like people don't want to do it. And I'll just charge, $20 to $50. It takes me 2 minutes to call, call the transfer, and I'll get you a better deal than what you can find online. Most airport transfers probably charge you anywhere between $20 to $80. And I got, connections where it's, $12 round trip,
Yeah,
for airport transportation.
that's
So
crazy. Because when you think about it, like knowing you always only take the retail because
mhm,
you don't know that there's no other way. So if you're looking to transfer, they're like, this is a price. You're like, well, I got to transfer, so I'm
yeah.
either gonna not pay it or I'm gonna pay it. No one really looks at it like, okay, there's another option for me to get a transfer at a different price.
Mhm.
Like no, like because the average consumer is not like, okay, well, I can make this call or I can make this call. They don't know what other call to make. It's like
Exactly.
I'm gonna call the airline. I need a transfer. Okay,
Exactly.
it's $150. Well, I'm either gonna transfer or I'm gonna not transfer.
Yeah, see, and I create these package deals. Like I know I posted like some package deals to Mexico anywhere between, $300 to $800. And people are like, oh, okay, how much is the flight with that? And I'm like, no, that is the flight. That includes your round trip flight. That includes the accommodation at your stay. That includes, all inclusive, airport transfer, all of that. And I get paid, if two people go, I'm getting paid $300 off top.
Wait, hold up. Are you guys listening to what she's saying? She's talking about she recently put up a package to Mexico, and in this package to Mexico is accommodations and a flight.
Mhm.
And there's still enough ROI in it for her to get paid.
Exactly.
That's crazy
Yeah,
right there. That's
exactly. It's
crazy.
crazy.
So we got a
So
couple of questions from the community. I see.
yeah.
Jonathan asks, do you also have connections to private jet companies?
Private jet. I do know some people that own private jets, but I haven't tapped into that yet. I am looking forward for that coming soon though, because I just need to build, a clientele who's asking for that right now. It's not a really demand on my side yet, but I
Got
want it to be.
got you. And she says, Jonathan also asks, what's the certification or qualifications to get certified?
So it's really just an IATA code and like a CLIA code that's for cruises, and pretty much once you sign up in the business that you get, they already pay for that certification. So you just get access to it. You don't have to take any tests or anything like that. I'll pretty much show you how to build your business.
So John, yeah, you're gonna have to get in contact with Danielle like ASAP.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you currently offering that certification process in one of your offers that you have currently?
Yeah. So,
Helping
you
people
know,
get certified as well.
yeah, when you join the business, you straight up you get that access day one. So, as soon as you join, like you get that access code, and I'll show you how to utilize and use it and set up your business for it.
Wow. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So Kenya says, yeah, ITA code. All you have to do is sign up and enter the code. So
Right.
what other questions you guys have for Danielle? Before we talk about this travel, getting paid on the front end and on the back end, which I think is incredible. Like literally, I'm like, somebody asked me earlier. They're like, yeah, I need to fly to LA, and I'm looking at flights right now, and it's like $1,000, right?
$1,000.
Yeah, because they're in Canada. So right now they're looking, it's like $1,000. So then I'm like, okay, and what are their only options? They either pay $1,000 or they don't go on a trip.
That's a good
Because they
question.
don't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know whatever else to do, which I think is incredible when someone like you can actually look at and analyze the situation and then bring more options to the
Yeah.
consumer. So we got another question from the community. This one's from Stizzo. She says, does this type of work require you to be on call 24 hours a day, i.e. if someone is traveling and has issues, you need to be available to resolve these issues? That's a
Ooh,
great question.
that is a great question. Let me start off saying when I first started this business, like I was researching stuff for free. And a lot of people will just be like, "Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I'm not going on the trip." And so a lot of time was wasted. And then they would call me if something happened on the trip, and I'm like, "Why are these people calling me?" And so I'm so glad all of that happened in the beginning and the startup of my business because with all the people coming in, I wouldn't be able to make it. But no, so I actually utilize the suppliers' resources. They'll have like I'm a contract reader, so they'll have like at the bottom of their pages the support team that you can contact if anything goes wrong. This is where insurance come in too. Super super key because insurance will pretty much pay you for anything. Oh, okay, this is going on, like we'll refund you. Okay, whatever, because that's what it's for. So they don't contact me. Once your ass sit on that plane, I'm done. You and I, we're done. You're good. I have a package and a team where if you need some support, you call them because they can help you directly. It's no sense in calling me. There's nothing I can do for you.
Yeah,
But the
no.
information is there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that was a great question because that's probably something that other people are thinking about if they have to get in.
Yeah.
Or they're the one that's kind of putting out those fires as they arise and things like that.
I do have an app though where I do chat with my people. I had chatted with some clients that were in Dubai and they were like, "Oh, can you, book this or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take that because that's money coming in." And they'll share reviews about their experience on an excursion or something that I sent them, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're loving it." Just a community type of board.
All
It's
right. So question I have is, what are all the experiences that you can offer or help consumers with? So you talked about obviously flying,
Mhm.
cruises. What else could you help them with?
So we do a full itinerary. So the places that I recommend, I typically have been. So I can offer tour guide experiences too, especially if you're going somewhere out of the country. I'll send you a specialized, tour guide that'll show you around and show you all the hot spots. I like to do tours, city stuff too, but I also like to get off the grid and I want to know what the locals are doing. So it's really all about experiencing other countries' cultures and getting really in tune of what they eat, how they live, and they're pretty much everyday lifestyle. And I like to provide some type of incentive of including that on your trip, not just flying and staying at the resort or something and enjoying that. I want you to get the full experience because it's a large world out there. Other people are doing other things. You should see what they're living like, and take that back home with you. That's a learning experience.
No, 100%,
Mhm.
100%. So another question I have in community. Look, we're on with Danielle Washington. She's breaking down how you can get paid to travel and get paid from traveling. So whether you're booking or whether you're on a flight yourself, how you can take advantage and make some of this money and pay a little less than these crazy retail prices. So,
Right.
so I want to know is, give me like a real case scenario on your end. Let's say you're booking me travel round trip from LA to, I don't know, send me on a location and then break down like how much money you would make in that, because or what the percentage would be. want people to actually see.
Oh yeah.
I want people to actually see, what they could actually make from like a booking.
Oh yeah, let's say you go into LA and you want to go to Dubai or something like that. So in that first process, I'll send you this link. You're going to give me a full breakdown. I'll ask you all these questions like where you want to stay, what your budget is, how many people are with you, things of that nature. And so I'll just get paid, $25 just, to quote you. And I'll send you properties of what you have deals. I can also price match you too. So if you happen to find something better than I got, I can still price match you and get that same deal for you as long as you can prove it. So that's the first part of it. And then the second part of the deposit comes in is our deposit is so low. I have my people on my team tack on a fee, like, hey, you can add anywhere between, $25 to $100 to the deposit because it's already low. Right. So that's where this upfront money comes. And I charge that per person. So, when there's a deal going on and the deposit is only, $100, well, I'm going to charge $200 because a lot of people's not going to mind putting down $200 and being able to make payments on the trip whenever. And so that's where a lot of my money come in because I have group trips. So if I have 8 people going on a trip, that's $800 off the bat, plus the $25 I made off the quote. So that's $825 right there. And then the commission, there in the system, you can add on to the commission too. So if I found you a deal, for let's say $1,800 to go to Dubai round trip with, flight transfer and all of that. And if I'm like, he said his budget was $3,000. You can add on to that if you want to, and you can keep it below $3,000. I typically don't because it's just like, whatever. I still want to get you the best deal. I want you coming back to me. And then that commission comes in, 30 to 60 days after your trip.
And what's a ballpark commission?
Oh, ballpark commission can be anywhere between $500 to $2,000 to $3,000.
All right, cool. So far, and I hope you guys are paying attention because I'm taking some notes of these numbers, and I want you guys to make sure that you got them down too. So she's getting paid on the quote, $25 plus or minus. Then you're getting paid on the deposit somewhere between $50 to $100 plus or minus. Then you're getting paid on the commission on the back end, anywhere from $500 to $2,000. And obviously, what you're doing, you're building out relationship with the consumer, right?
Exactly.
So then you can make money on them again on future trips. And then this is a situation where they're going with a partner or in a group, that quote, deposit, and commission price you're making on the entire
thing. Yep. Exactly. And that's really not even where the money is. The money is in the referral business.
Woo! So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. That's where the real money is.
Let's talk about the referral. So real money, what are we talking about?
Real money is referring somebody. We do it every day. Oh, hey girl, where you get your hair done? Oh, Tanisha did it off in Highway 57. Well, Tanisha not giving you no money to send her clients, right? But she gonna rack up off whoever you send her. Well, in our business, they'll pay you. Hey, you brought Tanisha on here. I'm gonna give you $50. All right, cool. The more people you bring, the more bonuses that you get. And the company, I think my favorite part is the company say, if you tell 100 people about us, we're going to give you $10,000 a month.
Man, that's easy work. First of all, check this out. So I got a Tesla in December, right? Mm-hmm. One of my clients that I sold a house to when I was living in Boston, she had a Tesla 3 when it first came out. Mm-hmm. She bought the house and then got the Tesla. It was like around the same time. So it was like a great time for her. So that was the first time that I actually saw the Tesla 3 in real life. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, right? So fast forward, maybe almost 2 years later, I live in LA now. I got a Tesla. I got the Tesla Y, right? Yeah. Now, it's only been 3 months. So in 3 months, I influenced like 5 people to put deposits down on Tesla. Now, back then, Tesla was offering 1,000 free charger miles. Mm-hmm. So I would have had 5,000 free charging miles. So I would have been charging them for free. Right. Now they don't do that anymore because it's supply and demand. More people got Tesla now. They don't got to advertise. They don't got to market the same.
Right. Yeah.
But just imagine that would have been, if that was money, maybe $5,000. Now with travel, everyone's traveling.
Right.
So I could just imagine, like you said, this is where the big money comes from. You don't even have to be an stout influencer. You just be you. with your friends or your work peers or
Mhm.
or your friends on a basketball team or sports team, whatever the case may be, or if you're in a book club or
Mhm.
if you're in a group of other moms or whatever, they
Yeah,
all traveling.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
nuts. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
woo. So quote money, deposit money, commission money, and referral money.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
like, not to mention whenever you bring those people on, like you get paid for them too.
well, yeah, that's the next
Yeah.
thing I was gonna say because I was just thinking about it in my
Yeah.
mind. If people come
I
on,
get
they
a
get paid
percentage
commission.
off my team's commission too. I get 10%. Whatever they book, I get that too.
So then that's residual income.
It's stupid money.
Okay, guys, how many of y'all right now want to be travel agents?
I
How
did it
many
for
of y'all?
myself for the longest. I didn't even tell anybody about it. I was getting the deals for myself. Like, a lot of people on there, they just do it for themselves. Like, I just want to do it for my family and.
Yeah,
But it just kind of blew up. I posted about it one day and I was like, shoot, why not use everybody else's money to fund my trips?
yeah, this is crazy. So listen, y'all,
Yeah.
we're on. This is Imperfect Action. This is Imperfect Action Show, episode 24. This is definitely already one of my favorite episodes. There's so much juice, so much value, so many gems with Danielle right now.
Yeah.
Whether you just want to travel for you, or whether you want to put yourself in position to start something else, have a side hustle, create a brand new business, create a brand new stream of income. Like literally, she's telling you how you can get to this money in 4 ways, right? Booking travel, getting paid on the quote, deposit, commission, referral. Actually, 5 ways. I forgot about the residual income.
Yeah.
So really 5 ways through travel.
Seriously. I have people on my team that work on business credit too. We set up, LLCs, S corps. We set up business credit. We teach you how to get funded. We show you how to put flights on layaways. We show you how you can fly for $100.
Putting flights on layaway, crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
All right, guys. Do you have any questions for Miss Danielle Washington as we're talking about making 6 figures traveling, right? So Danielle, while questions are coming in, let them know how they can get in contact. How they can get in contact with you. How you can help them book travel, and if they actually want to do what you do, how what that looks like.
Most definitely. If you guys want to meet me, you guys can hit me on Instagram, Dose of Danny, DANNIE_. You can hit me on there. Feel free to DM, or you can check out my website if you're not ready to have a conversation with me yet. You just want to see what I got going on. That's Bougie on a Budget. So it's BOUGIE-onabudget.com. Check out my website. I do have private coachings too. So if you're not necessarily in the travel business, I can show you how to start up your own other business.
So Dose of Danny, DOSE of DANNIE_, correct?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put it right below so you guys can make sure that you follow her. This has been so informative. Stizzle says she has another question. I want to make sure that I didn't miss it. Okay, got you. Found it. If you had to figure out your hourly pay based on the amount of time it takes to research, what would you say that hourly pay is?
To research take about an hour or two. I typically only charge $25. That's just the risk I'm taking. I have other people on my team that charge $50. You charge whatever you think, is worth your time, because people are going to pay it if you set it up right. Obviously you want to set your business up so professionally that I wouldn't mind paying that price. And typically I'll put that price back towards the booking. So I'll tell them like, hey, this is partial, your deposit, because I'm already getting more money from you anyway whenever you pay the deposit. So it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I just need you tuned in.
No, that makes sense, because like you're doing the research, but you're getting paid multiple steps. So you're getting paid on the research, obviously, right? The quote that we talked about, which is that deposit. Once they actually book you and get the commission on the back end, that referral money, because you can use that first person of that group to say, hey, look, we're gonna use Danielle. So they're basically referring you in real time, plus back end referrals, and then our residual money.
Yes, I pay people referrals too. So if you refer me, I do pay you $50 too.
So Sizzle, I guess to be a little bit more specific, she says in general, what's her hourly pay for you if you was to break it down? What do you think?
I'll just say this. I typically range anywhere between $100 to $300 a day.
Yeah. So it's pretty good money. That's like 2,100.
Yeah.
Only one in a week, and that's probably on the low end.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Another question I have is, obviously referrals is a thing, right? You give somebody a great experience, they can refer you and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you first start out this business, how do you feel like has been working for you, or maybe when you started to generate clients, to generate interest, to let people know that you can actually service them for travel?
My business really blew up in December. So I started all of this in April and I was really inconsistent. I really didn't have a system set up. I was calling people, getting their credit card information. Shout out to y'all who gave me their credit card information over the phone before I had a website set up. And and the more I learned, the better I built my business. And I showed up to work every day. With anything that you do, you have to show up every day and constantly talk
Gotta
about
take
it.
that imperfect action.
Yeah. You don't know who's going to walk into your store, your business that day, and they're like, I was looking for you this whole time, Utilize social media. Like, that's what it's here for. Engage in people and, just be consistent with anything that you do. You have to be consistent or else, it won't pay.
100%. This has been an incredible episode. I've learned so much. I'm about to reach out to you. I need something booked. I'm about to put myself in position to be booking. So if I can do it, if I want to do it, y'all definitely don't have any excuse.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys reach out to Joseph Danny _ on Instagram. Are there any other final questions for the community, you guys, while we have Danielle this morning on the Imperfect Action Show? And Danielle, if there's anything that you want to share that we didn't touch on that you think may be valuable, any parting words you want to give to the people, let's do that now.
We talked on so much. I will say, if this is something that you are not ready yet to do, if you do want to just find cheap travel, use Skyscanner. You guys can search flights for under $100 on that. Use Airfordable. You guys can make payments on flights. There's so many hacks out there that you don't have to pay for. You just need the information to know. And I'm not afraid to give you the information. I'm no hater. I want to see you win. I want to see you all over the world too. You don't have to be in my business. But if you need help, reach out. I will definitely help you.
100%, guys. This has been very valuable. Episode 24, the Imperfect Action Show. We're on with Joseph Danny _ Danielle Washington. And you guys need to make sure that you follow her. Use her if you're looking to book a trip this weekend, next month, this summer. She got the official Imperfect Action Show stamp. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you guys follow her and stay tapped in. And just in case you missed it, she mentioned checking out Skyscanner, and she mentioned checking out, you said Airfordable?
Airfordable, yeah.
All right, let me write those in the chat because somebody requested. So Skyscanner.com. And then is it Air, AIR, Ford, FORDABLE? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Airfordable.com?
Yeah.
All right, let me write that down for y'all too.
Just a few, yep.
Y'all can grab that. Yeah, man. Why pay these retail prices when you can get these wholesale prices on flight and then get paid while you're doing it?
Exactly.
Sounds like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I got paid on my own trips. I know me and my homegirl went to Colorado one day, and I think we split like $600 a piece. I made like $400 off of that, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I gotta go. So I gotta go to Atlanta next month, and I'm starting to write down like my international trips I want to take. So we about to see what this is about to look like.
Okay.
All right, guys. Danielle, I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on last minute and giving so many gems and so much value. I would love to have you back on the show. This has definitely been a great show for me. Very fun, very informative. And make sure you guys are tapping in. And I just wanted to say thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys.
We will see you guys tomorrow, episode 25. This has been an Imperfect Action Show.